Hello everybody, welcome to Dirty Air. I'm your host Alex Lambert, and unfortunately for the third consecutive week, NASCAR has been negatively affected by weather. NASCAR at New Hampshire that was supposed to be run today will be run at noon tomorrow with heavy storms and rain rolling through the area for the rest of today in the evening. Obviously New Hampshire doesn't have lights, and NASCAR had to make the call. They made it about 11 o'clock this morning to postpone the race from today to 12 o'clock tomorrow. So unfortunately, this marks the third week in a row we've had weather problems. You go back to Chicago, the race was actually shortened 25 laps due to rain or darkness. You go back to Atlanta, the race was shortened about 70 laps due to rain and big storms coming through. And then, of course, we come to New Hampshire and have a postponement. This is also the third race postponed to Monday this year. You can go back to Dover, Charlotte, and now New Hampshire. So it's unfortunate that weather's kind of stringing along, at least for the summer portion of the schedule right now. Hopefully when we go to Pocono next week, we'll have clear skies and a good race. But we're going to have a good race tomorrow. The forecast looks great tomorrow. Let's take a quick look at the starting lineup. First off, you have to look at Christopher Bell because he's had a very successful career at this racetrack. I go back in 2021 where he was trying to run down Eric Almirola to get that New Hampshire win in 2021, but unfortunately the race was cut short due to darkness then by 8 laps, and he wasn't able to have a shot to catch Almirola. And then we go back to last year when Christopher Bell was able to win at New Hampshire. So Christopher Bell is one of those guys that's really strong at New Hampshire and has shown that he's strong in his 4-year career already. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get his second win of the season tomorrow. Martin Truex Jr. has shown a lot of speed at a lot of different types of racetracks this season. I think Martin Truex Jr. is back and ready to go. There's a few races. I know Truex only has 2 wins right now, but there's maybe 3 races or even more that I could point to and say, well, if Martin Truex Jr., if things had played out better, if strategy had went well for him, he could have won those races as well. So Martin Truex Jr. is obviously going to be a threat coming to one of his favorite racetracks, a memorable racetrack for him. He talks about how this is kind of one of his hometown tracks. He's got a lot of hometown tracks, but this is definitely one of them, and he said it would be really special for him to get into victory lane at New Hampshire. Eric Almirola, once again, starting in third. Like I said, your 2021 winner. This is another driver I think is really good at this particular track in itself. Eric Almirola is trying to make the playoffs. He's far out on points right now. A win at New Hampshire, points don't matter anymore. That would put him in. So Eric Almirola is going to be trying all that he has. Brad Keselowski trying to come back and get his first win in a few years. He's a multi-time winner at New Hampshire, one of his good racetracks as well. And then we have Kyle Busch, who right now it shows he's starting in 10th, but he actually, you can take a look at it here, spun around in qualifying, in final round qualifying, backed the car into the wall. Unfortunately, we'll have to go to a backup car, so he'll be starting at the tail end of the field on Sunday. He's going to have a lot of work to do on Sunday because we know track position is key with this new race car. So Kyle Busch has a lot of work to do on Sunday, but he looked fast in practice and he looked fast in qualifying. So it'll be interesting to see if he can go up there and get the win. And this track is kind of similar to the racetrack that he won at earlier this season in St. Louis. So I want to keep an eye out for those 4 drivers and everybody starting in the top 10. But that's it. That's all there is to talk about. Hope you guys tune in tomorrow for NASCAR's race review following race at New Hampshire. I think it's going to be a good race. Tune in. I'll do a race review following that event. Of course, like and subscribe if you like the video, and let's get rowdy.